What's good, peeps? It's your boy JP back at it again with another video, and today we are reacting to a video with Omeezy. We back with you again, bro. And this video is Cooking with Kaya is getting cooked. Now, if you don't know, Cooking with Kaya has cheating allegations on her from Streamer University. So we here just to tap into that and see. I heard that she was crying online, crying on stream, and she had to end her stream because she was crying. So we're gonna get into it and see what you're talking about.
My name is just always something. Like, it's so rare that I see positive stuff about me. And I literally don't do nothing. Like, nothing. Like, nothing could get worse than that. So it's just like all the hate and everything. Like, nothing affects me no more. Like, it's like I have no feelings no more. Hey, you know, I'm feeling it just in for a little bit.
Now, as much as I love Cooking with Kaya, she can't act as if she doesn't play a part in some of these conversations that's being had around her. When Cooking with Kaya first came onto the scene, I was one of the early adopters of her mantra, and just the whole movement that she had going on. I really appreciated that she was very catching with her jingle, introducing some sort of new content, and was putting a spin on the whole cooking content, while having a lot of the world either feel at her or upset at her because of the way that she was going about doing things.
I'm sorry, but I do not like this little Cooking with Kaya hoe. First of all, I was on the phone with this dude the other day. He got saying, Cooking with Kaya, Cooking with Kaya. First of all, don't be saying that on my phone. Then, we make it even worse, I can barely cook. I might be able to cook a little cornbread and a little cabbage, but all that, I can't cook like that. Then you got the girl dancing while she cooking. Like, girl, you was doing that for no reason. Like, it would have been cool if the girl didn't have a dump truck. My man is not allowed to watch Cooking with Kaya, period.
Anyway, yeah, no, a lot of that is dealt with jealousy. Like, a lot of them just jealous for real.
Point blank, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care.
She captivated the world with her viral dance, the viral jingle, and shaking her ass while holding a plate of food, which is all good and dandy. Having a hook and a catchphrase while doing some sort of content usually gets people in it. And being popular by any means necessary by no means is a bad thing, except for when you continuously play into it, play it up, and it becomes your personality. And I think that that's what Cooking with Kaya is facing. It doesn't help that she's aligned herself with a lot of the people that the internet is having a hard time with right now. After Streamer University, she aligned herself with the likes of DDG, which the internet absolutely hates at the moment.
DD's actually a genuine, nice person. Like, he is shark, he be sharking, but to me, he's just a genuine person. He's never been like a weirdo. He's never been like, he's very respectful.
I feel like as you get to know me more throughout these rounds, you will get to see my heart and see where I really, the type of person I really am. Cause you know, on the line, they paint me as a terrible person, but in real life,
me too.
Yeah, and I want to tell you in front of all these people, the hate that you getting is because you're pretty. That's it.
And while I do think that that's some of the more recent and bigger issues that Cooking with Kaya is facing is who she's aligning with.
To say that the hate that she gets is because she's pretty. Bro, stop, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, come on, dog. I think that's a bit disingenuous. I'm not saying that she's not saying that at all, that she's not pretty or whatever. But what I'm saying is that to dumb down all her hate is because she's pretty. Listen, at the end of the day, the energy she put out in the world is the energy she gonna get back. She was on some cook for your man before I do. You put that type of energy out there, like, you know it's made with the intent to be petty. So the energy you're gonna get back is petty. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get positive energy back, but then do something like cook for your man before I do, knowing that you like their men is the people that's watching it. I ain't saying you shouldn't do that, but just know that whatever energy you put out is the energy you're gonna get back. So don't, when you did get the energy back, now you like, why am I getting all this hate? You came in the game with hate. And not just because you're pretty, it's because of the way you framed it. Which is not, I ain't saying you can't do that. I am not saying that. But if you go come in the game on some, I'm coming in with some, I'm going at war. You cannot then not have tough skin. Like, that's not how that works. You gotta either you gonna come in super nice, and if you get messed with, that's a different conversation. But if you come in super nice and you ain't got tough skin, which is still crazy, I can understand that. But you coming in the game like the girl that was in the streamer university, like all her stuff was positive energy, and people would meet her with negative. I could understand how that could mess with her. But cooking with Kaya, you came in this with antagonizing energy, and then when you get antagonizing comments, you can't handle it. That's not how that works. But anyway, let's continue.
Not skip over the fact that her already sexual persona has been amplified times 10 ever since she stepped into the WL community. And it's super strange because even before, when she first got onto the scene, it was very much a tamed and subdued version. I've seen her do cooking streams with Ray. I've seen her do cooking streams with Rakai. I've seen her do cooking streams with even DDG, and they were simple and they were not as lies. But as time went on, we could see her real colors coming out. You see, this community has a very, very strange relationship with women. And we've talked about it before, and of course we'll get into it again. But when a pretty woman, or hell, even any sort of woman is on screen, the object of the joke is them. The idea and what they're targeting is them. And 9 times out of 10 is sexualizing them. Now, I don't think that any of this stuff is inherently bad. Like, I'm about to show video with Kaya in some shorts. She's at the grocery store buying groceries. It's not necessarily bad. But the camera angles decided by the cameramen of these streamers is very, very telling.
And then like that. That's cool. And then melt that, and then rinse those off, and then throw them in.
I don't even know what the want to say. Look at you dropping stuff. See? You talking about me? Look, I gotta call out.
Nah, I be dropping stuff a lot. They had a whole debate on Instagram talking about sour cream do not belong in macaroni.
90% of that conversation wasn't even about cooking. It was about sexual innuendos, and there wasn't really any learning involved at all. It was just, hey, this is her from behind, even though we could get another camera angle. This is her from behind, and hey, look at these little bitty shorts she's got on while we make jokes about macaroni noises. And I cut slack for Cooking with Kaya, because I understand the game is game and it is what it is. But I already know from past situations with women in the WL, it's not a simple thing of just being on camera and making some jokes certain times. The community at large is going to sexualize you. This is a bunch of young and horny men ready, willing, and able to ship any relationship she's in with any sort of man, whether it be platonic or semi-romantic or whatever, or hell, even if they're just captured on screen together. We've gone through this with Connie Rhodes, Kalani Rogers, Senna, and whoever else is in the WL. WL is just a certain community on Twitch. I know some of the older people have asked me to break that down before, but this is, you know, Aiden Ross, Aiden 00, Kaisenat, Duke Dennis, Phantom, DDG.
Yeah, because I don't know none of these people. Like, well, I know the men, but when you say the WL, I guess I don't know in the sense for the women. I'm a little older. Like I said, I'm 31. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Oh shit, wrong button. Let's go.
You know, that side is WL. It's for wins, loss. Is this a W a good thing or an L a bad thing? Just had to break that down.
People were just making shipping jokes and they went too far. And now people are like, oh, you slept with this person, did you, or whatever. And I'm like, you know, for me, I just don't want that to be attached to my name because I did not have any relations with my friends. Do you know what I mean? Or my friend. And that person is my friend, and I want it to be that way, you know? At this point, it's being dragged. Like, it's just being dragged. So I would like it to just go away so that I can, like, not have people do that.
It seems like every woman in this community that I talk about, Senna, Lala Batiste yesterday with DDG, Zoe Spencer, Connie Rhodes, Kalani Rogers, just about any woman, and now Cooking with Kaya, seems to have some struggles with their perception in the community, romantic relationships, parasocial relationships, you know, just their presence being completely platonic when it comes.
And to me, a lot of that has to do with who is streaming catered to. Streaming is catered to boys that are maybe watching this video, maybe not. They're about, what, from 13 to 21, and they're going through hormonal changes. Some of them has already went through, but now they're going through social, societal changes. They're just trying to get used to. And one of the main things young men have in common, one of the main things that they have in common is the rise of their horniness. I mean, they just keep it a buck. It's just, they're horny. Like that's what it is. So when you are an attractive young woman, that's the main thing that they notice me. And I know we can say all day that we got to change this culture, and we should. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't, but we got to be realistic. These boys are going through a scientific change that we need to guide them through. Us older men need to guide them through. But when you behind a keyboard and these people don't know you, you got like a fake name on your it's really like, let's just be real, bro. Like, things gonna be said, things gonna be pushed that we just can't, because these people are behind keyboards. You can only hold people behind keyboards accountable so much. You know what I mean? And it's like, we can try to change these things, but we talking about that. If this was an older audience that streaming was streaming was catered to, this would be happening a lot less. Let's just say it like that. This becomes weird, unfortunately. Bro, I gotta get this shit down.
A lot of these people. And I already know that there are online pressures that a lot of these young women face when going into the online sphere that push them towards content like OnlyFans and, you know, playing into the sexuality. It's not just that easy to avoid. Most of the jokes surrounding them are normally sexual.
I'm gonna be honest. Is it weird if I say that I wanted to be the throat goat, but
That's so...
Why would you say that?
Where it starts to go bad for a lot of them is when they participate in the joke, is when they start leading the conversations, and when these young women fall into the trap that this community has set. Which brings me back to Cooking with Kya and her antics at Streamer University and how I believe we...
And that's the same stuff that Tay Too Smooth was going through. Like, he was doing it on the humiliation side of it. A lot of these women streamers are jumping in and baiting into that sexual stuff. They trying to find a catch. And unfortunately, what's something that, if you think about it, what's something that Tay Too Smooth with the humiliation tactics and the women with the sexual tactics all have in common? It caters to young men that have a hard time dealing with women, and it deals with catering to young men that have a hard time controlling their sexuality when it comes to women. And you find that a lot in young teenage boys. I don't think these things are coincidental. I don't.
To the point where she is getting the hate that she is getting today. Cooking with Kya was announced as a professor at Streamer University, where she was supposed to teach culinary classes, you know, be a personality, etc., etc. And while her star did take off there, it might have been for the wrong reasons in hindsight. Now, it all started when she went to some sort of party where she was dancing with a couple of content creators, most notably Quan, the fashion content creator from TikTok, and she had her ass slapped on by him. Now, because this is the internet, obviously this was captured and sent out to the ethos, but what we did not know is that she had a boyfriend this whole time who was sitting at a hotel maybe a couple miles away consuming all this, and he proceeded to crash out on the internet, and rightfully so. Now, where Cooking with Kya went wrong within this situation is not only going to a party and
Y'all gonna hate me for this? That was not rightfully so. No. Hear me out. Because y'all gonna not like this. And I'm not simping or nothing. I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. Like, y'all don't be outside enough. That's what I'm saying. Kya was not twerking on dude and did not, at least from my understanding, was not doing it with the intent for dude to do that. Like, he made that decision to do that. He apologized for it. I think bro blew it out of proportion. He made it seem like Kya did all that with the intent to be on some thought stuff. She didn't intend for dude to slap her, but she was around women. She was around women having a good time. He made his way over there and tried to finesse his way on her. That's what he tried to do, from what it seemed like. I don't think Kya had the intent to, like, oh, he right there, let me throw my butt in his direction. So I could be wrong, hey. But I think that was a bit forced. I didn't say he can't feel no type of way, but to crash out on the internet, nah, bro. This for once, and Meezy on opposite sides with this one. Like normally he be on the women's side, I be on the men's side, but then nah, bro. On this one, bro was crashing, overblowing it. I think he overblew. That's something you could have had a conversation with her about. Now, granted, I know it was all over the internet, but I think y'all overblew that, bro. I mean, I've been around the block for a long time. To us, that's not cheating. To us, it's not. But I get it when it's on the internet, it can be looked as a little disrespectful. But y'all said as if she had the intent to do it like that. I don't think she did. So I think that was overblown, and I don't think what he did was right. Not rightfully so.
With a guy and having him slap your ass and claiming that you didn't feel it. That story felt like rubbish. But regardless of that,
it's not rubbish. Think about it. Okay, I'm not a girl, but I've been in situations like this. When you a girl, I'm not a girl, but I'm saying like as a woman, you got like 10 hands slapping your ass. Like that's what women do. They throw their ass in a circle and women all around slapping their ass. If a dude come around and slap your booty, it's no different. You don't know the difference. I would assume. I'm not a girl, but I'm just being real. How would you know the difference for real? If it's 10 different hands on your ass, like you throwing one extra hand on there ain't gonna make no. What the fuck? I don't get how he forcing that, bro. Whatever.
The internet and publicly addressing it in the way that she did is where she lost a lot of her credibility and where a lot of credibility to the quote-unquote hoe phase name or whatever that she's getting, which I don't believe in. I think that's totally disrespectful. But this is just what the internet is calling her. They got a lot of it from her response, which was bad, and it was led by something in her early 20s.
I'm not going to speak on his situation because I did have feelings. I'm not going to sit here and cap. Of course I have feelings for him. But I feel like he really did the most about this situation. And the way he's trying to slander my name like I'm a whore.
He did the most. I'm sorry. Bro did the most. And this ain't me caping. I'm just being real. Like, bro, keep it in P, bro. Like, first of all, you came all the way out there. You should let her do her thing, bro. You a streamer doing your own thing, bro. I don't know why you pressed. He was. And then because they got all these dudes got bigger names than him, listen, bro, I'm sorry. I think bro was overdoing this. I really think he did. And he reacted the absolute wrong way. That was not keeping it P. I'm sorry. He just wasn't.
First of all, if I was one, that would be embarrassing for you. Like, why would you stay with a whore? Why would you cry for a whore when she says she wants you to go?
That was a terrible response as well. Like that, why would you... She didn't know how to respond to this either, unfortunately.
Establishing that she doesn't want to be in a relationship. Why would you literally cry? Y'all, I've never seen a man cry like that. And I'm not, men can cry. But it just got to the point where it's like, dang, like every time I tell you anything like that, like you should take, like that should be a good thing. I just want you to be established. That's all I want.
And so what a lot of people surmise from that, and probably what I did too, is that being around all these other established content creators let her be wild and free and forget about the commitment that she made at home. Regardless of anything, there were some conversations.
Now, if he don't want her twerking at parties and stuff, I guess. But what y'all doing, y'all throwing y'all relationship standards on somebody else that did not clarify their relationship boundaries. They didn't clarify it, so you can't clarify it for you. To me, that's not cheap. If my girl go to a party and she throwing, she dancing with her girls at the party, and a dude come up and slap her ass, I'm not saying you cheated on me. I don't think that's what... Y'all are a different breed of niggas, man. Y'all are a different breed of niggas, bro. Oh my God. Gen Z can't be this soft. Bro. Y'all hilarious. Hilarious.
like that were had beforehand, and she decided to go ahead and not acknowledge them or, you know, just go against them when she got to Streamer University. Then in front of the millions of people watching this content, she emasculates him, talks about how he's crying, talks about how he's not getting any money, all these different things. And I can see why the dog piling is coming. Like, I can hear the barking in my ear. Now, if these are her...
I get that. Like talking about him as a content creator, talking about, I just need you to get more established. You don't help your case, and you do make him look like you trying to like shit on him. When you met him, he was more up than you was, and now that you found a way to get up, now you think you bigger than him. Nah, now for that she need to get dragged. I'm sorry, like you don't shit on nobody. Like especially when he was up when y'all met. Like nah, like you're not gonna think you about to pass me up and then shit on me in the same merit. Like we not doing that. So. Yeah, I definitely feel him on that.
Feelings, I would think that she would just not have this conversation online because this does not seem like it's for public consumption. But so naturally, people were going to be ticked off about this. And the fact that right after the apology, she got into more twerking. And I would say that was the only sexual acts and playing into the sexual conversations that Kya did.
But y'all act like her whole brand wasn't built around twerking. She was cooking and twerking. That was her whole brand. So when people try to demonize her twerking, I'm like, but that was the reason y'all liked her. So now it's a bad thing? I don't know. I don't know. That's why I say y'all not keeping it P. Because y'all was cool with it at first. Now y'all not cool with it no more. That's weird. Like now y'all turning it into she not respecting her relationship. But if she wasn't respecting her relationship then, now she wasn't respecting it when y'all liked her too. I don't know. Y'all let me know something.
University, but I would be totally wrong. There was also videos of her having not one, but 2 nip slips and then laughing about it. And I can't show them, but trust me, they're out there. I don't even think that they're actual nip slips. It's just playing into the sexual nature of the whole matter. So when you play into the sexual manner, this group is already sexualizing you. The outcomes, obviously, later down the line are going to come affect you. There are going to be people that are calling you names. There are going to be people that are bashing you. And then when you're having serious issues online with your mental health and stability, people aren't going to take it seriously.
Talking about the LOL bloopers. Get to the twerking part.
It don't even look like it no more. It don't look good.
Y'all know nigga don't be giving no fuck. Get to the part that's good.
Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya.
Time to hit the gym, my boy. Time to hit the gym, my boy.
Now, mind you, that's the same stream where she decided to end early because she was feeling very emotional about the hate that she was getting. Look, I'm not saying the conversations that people are having about Kya are cool or right, because I've seen some out-of-pocket name calling when it comes to her. But I do believe that she is now starting to play into that conversation and culture that surrounds women in the WL. She went on an E-Date last night, featured by Aiden Ross and a bunch of other streamers. And naturally, there's going to be some discourse about that. I mean, the parasocial epidemic is outrageous. My word of advice to her, and I know people are going to make it seem like I'm hating, but trust me when I say this is coming from a place of genuine care for her mental stability and all this. She just lost her sister not too long ago. And it seems like she's actually really going through some stuff, especially as a young woman with all this fame and, you know, this seemingly fortune coming into her existence. Kya, this community sexualizes women. Full stop. It is very easy to play into those conversations, but once you are in it, it is also very hard to get that stigma off of you. Play the game smart. Play the game the right way. Otherwise, there's going to be more days of hate. And while people are telling you, hey, that's hate, don't worry about it, just keep doing you, they will keep featuring you on their videos and getting higher views and higher views because you are an attractive woman, while you have to deal with the misery, while you have to deal with the pain, while you have to deal with the anguish, and while you have to deal with the plethora of hate comments that you get by women, by men calling you hoes and all other sorts of names. Be cautious.
So with that being said, shout out to Omeezy. That was a good video. Cooking with Kya. Be safe out there, bro. You know what I mean? It get bad out here in these streets. They do be sexualizing women, and unfortunately, that's what comes with the game. You gotta play the game. Either to me, I feel like you're trying to be in the middle. Like, you don't want to do the OnlyFans, but then you don't want to have a sex. Like, nah, like you pick your struggle. Like, you definitely in this game. You have to figure out how you gonna do it. So, shout out to her though. She doing her thing. I do think some of this is overblown, but hey, the best content creators know how to flip stuff like this. So, man, we're gonna figure that out. But with that being said, hit the like and subscribe button, and also share this, to anybody else that think that Cooking with Kaya is getting cooked. Hopefully she figured this out. So that being said, till next time, I'm out. Deuce.